Dollar with the tune Chika Runaway. Hi, you're watching SaharaTV. It's Saturday, January 14, 2012, and it's time for AfriCurrent. This is the part of the show when we give you a snapshot of what's happening in Africa. I have lots to share with you this week. I've got updates from the Occupy Nigeria movement that continues to grow, even while some have voiced their concerns of a possible civil war in Nigeria. Then, a popular narcotic used mainly in East Africa and the Middle East has been banned in the Netherlands. And then I've got news from the nation of Zambia, where one tourist got the shock of her life while bungee jumping. We've got these stories for you and more. My name is Chika Oduah. Keep watching for this week's edition of AfriCurrent. The Nigerian Biafra Civil War of 1967 to 1970. Who can forget those horrific images?
In desperation, Ojukwu mobilized a country.
The only cause is a lack of protein food.
Give to all the children regular.
An estimated 1.5 million people lost their lives in that war. But that was then. This is now. The Occupy Nigeria protest against the removal of the fuel subsidy by the federal government has spread outside of Nigeria. Rallies have been held in Ghana, London, Atlanta, New York City, and more are still being planned. People around the world are standing in solidarity with the Occupy Nigeria activists.
I see the Occupy movement has moved to Nigeria, to Africa. Another country waking up to the fact that their government is built on hypocrisy.
Enough is enough. Do you think your voices can be heard here in the UK? Our voices can be heard.
But some people like writer Wole Soyinka talk about a possible civil war in Nigeria. Check out what he told the BBC.
Let us convoke a national conference and let all the various parts, state exactly their conditions for continuing with the Nigerian project.
In a joint letter, Soyinka, Chinua Achebe, and J.P. Clark expressed anxieties of what may happen in Nigeria. The fears we have all secretly nursed are coming to realization. Rumblings and veiled threats have given way to eruption, and the first cracks of the wall of patience and forbearance can no longer be wished away. But the fuel subsidy removal is not the only issue that Nigerians are angry with. The Boko Haram Muslim extremists are still indiscriminately attacking Christians in the country. The president of the Nigerian Christian Association urges Christians to protect themselves.
We therefore, as Christians, have decided to take our fate in our hands and have resolved as follows. Number one, that we have decided to work out means to defend ourselves against these senseless killings.
Let's move on to other news. Now, have you ever chewed khat? Apparently, it's like chewing gum. But unlike regular chewing gum, khat, according to some people, makes you want to sing. That's because when you chew khat, the leaf releases a juice that stimulates your brain. So basically, it's a narcotic. And it's really, really popular in parts of the Middle East and North Africa and East Africa. In fact, khat trading is the most popular trade in Somalia. so it dominates the economy. The trade brings in about $50 million a year. But in Holland, where more than 25,000 Somalis live, authorities have banned khat completely. The international airport in Holland is where much of the khat is imported from East Africa. But officials want this to stop. Some say that chewing khat can actually lead to schizophrenia, high blood pressure, and insomnia. But others say that the Dutch officials are discriminating against the Somali community. So it's an ongoing debate.
People just enjoy it based on the culture, the way they was brought up.
Omar Yusuf says khat to Somalis is what cigarettes or alcohol is to Americans.
It's just to make yourself not to be depressed, just be happy.
The plant has been chewed for centuries in Somalia, Yemen, and Ethiopia. But in the United States, khat is illegal, considered on par with heroin or crystal meth.
Khat is illegal in the United States and in many European countries, with the exception of the UK. So if khat chewing can potentially lead to schizophrenia, then eating bushmeat can possibly give you a virus. Bushmeat is eaten all over the world, but in some parts of Africa, people get most of their meat from the bush, where they catch things like antelopes, rodents, boars, monkeys, and birds.
Do you like eating the cat?
Oui.
Pourquoi?
I love it.
Although cat wouldn't be my first choice for a Sunday roast, it was legal for Andre to eat his catch, and civet cat isn't endangered.
Some of this meat imported into the United States has been found to contain viruses and infectious diseases. A lot of the meat arrives into America from the international airport in New York City. Thousands of pounds of bushmeat is transported through New York's JFK airport because Africans in America want their meat. The bushmeat trade is popular in Atlanta, Detroit, Houston, New York, New Jersey, and Washington, D.C. Our final story comes out of Zambia, where a 22-year-old Australian woman did some bungee jumping over a bridge 360 feet in the air.
और ये देखिए, लड़की ने नदी के ऊपर बने पुल से छलांग लगा दी। बंजी जंपिंग कर रही ये लड़की पैरों में रस्सी बांधकर तेजी से नीचे की तरफ जा रही है। लेकिन अब इसके साथ जो
So the bungee cord broke. That wasn't supposed to happen. And the young lady came face to face with the Zambezi River. If you don't know, the Zambezi River is full of crocodiles, and fortunately, the young lady was not attacked by them, but she did suffer from a broken collarbone. People around the world have seen the video, and Zambia's tourism industry may be affected. So recently, the country's Minister of Tourism bungee jumped off a bridge in order to show that bungee jumping in Zambia is 100% safe.
The cord snapped during a 364-foot leap off Africa's Victoria Falls Bridge, plunging her into the crocodile-infested Zambezi River below. Aaron Langworthy suffered only cuts and bruises in the fall on New Year's Eve. She was treated at a nearby clinic before being evacuated to South Africa. Local radio reports said that Zimbabwean authorities suspended bungee jumping while authorities continued to investigate the incident.
Finally, here is your historic fact for the week. Last weekend, South Africans celebrated the centennial anniversary of the African National Congress. That's the leading party that came into power with the historic election of Nelson Mandela in 1994. But many people don't know that the party was founded on January 8, 1912 by a few activists. But at the time, it was called the African Native National Congress. The ANC has been a leading voice for the equality of blacks in South Africa, but today, ANC officials are largely accused of corruption and failing to attend to the needs of poor blacks. That's all we have for today. Follow me on Twitter at Chika Oduah and check out Sahara Reporters on Twitter as well. My name is Chika Oduah. Thank you for watching AfriCurrent on Sahara TV. I leave you with a music video from a Nigerian musician who sings in support of occupying Nigeria. Aluta continua.
Subsidy matter for your pocket, for your allowance matter for your pocket, for your subsidy matter for your pocket, allowance matter for your pocket.